welcome back to my channel. So today we have another fragrance buy haul. I really went for it this time. There is a specific reason I made this haul and I made this purchase, and then it just goes all over. But as you can see from the title, I am going to really get in to the line of La Maison de la Vanille fragrances. And I know that people have been curious about them. People that have been watching me have been curious about them, and they're all pretty much available on FragranceBuy, and they are on very good deals. So I wanted to get this haul out there so you guys can take a look and see which ones you want. And they also have other than having like the bottles in the 30 ml and then the full bottles, or the larger size, they also have a sample pack that you can get for 5 cents, which I got that as well. So we're going to go through everything. Everything is from La Maison de la Vanille except for the first fragrance. So we're going to get that one on the way. It's a scent that I've had many, many times. It was my first signature scent ever. It's the fragrance that I kind of, in my mind, coincide with being what got me obsessed with fragrance, because they were obviously fragrances I've loved since I was literally 3, before 3, that I smelled that were my mom's, or like my Britney Spears fragrances or all that stuff. I thought I loved fragrance before, but once I smelled this whenever I was young and it got released, I knew fragrance was for me for life. And if you're an OG watcher, then you've already been able to guess what that scent is. But if not, that scent is Flower by Kenzo. The Eau de Parfum, the OG original. This scent, you guys, I've not owned a bottle of this in many, many years. And I didn't think I was going to, but when I was putting in this order, for whatever reason, I was like, honestly, they have the 30 ml on FragranceBuy. It's such a good deal. I miss it. I felt spontaneous and I went for it. So I got it. Again, I haven't owned it in a while, but I've owned it at least a couple times now, and I've finished the bottles. So I'm just giving in. I actually don't know if I've ever owned such a small bottle. I always used to get the 100 mils, or like I was gifted them because I was a literal child. But this was my favorite scent of all time. It was my first signature scent, in my opinion. It was the scent that made me realize, like, wow, you can really smell powdery. Like, I know that's not a big deal now, but like back in the day, and I was a literal child when I smelled it, I was like, oh, it was like magic. And I remember I had one of these samples that were like these samples, you know, like these small little ones, on a card. And I remember like the little photo of the poppy and being like, oh, what is this? Like, this is magic. I loved it. So we'll spray it. We'll just remind ourselves. I'm actually going to spray it on the cardboard because I want to keep my limbs free for the 7 scents I have to spray after this. We have a large haul, you guys, today, but I mean, I could cry. Like, it's really emotional for me to have this scent again, actually, because of what this means to me and how much it means to me. I love this scent. This Flower by Kenzo has notes of rose, hawthorn, blackcurrant, mandarin, parma violet, rose, aponex, jasmine, vanilla, musk, and incense. And honestly, let me bring this back. It's a very powdery scent, and I feel like parma violets is a good way to describe it for sure. Like a powdery rose, a really, I don't know if it really smells makeup-y powdery, but it smells divine. I really love this. I can't wait to just like have it in my collection again. I might go through it. I might kind of douse myself. I used to douse myself in this. But yeah, I love this. I'm happy to have it again. I'm happy I bit the bullet and just have it in my collection again, because why not? You gotta have the OG. You gotta have just at least a small bottle to remember the good times, the childhood times. So yeah, that is Flower by Kenzo. Let's not waste any more time on that. Let's get into the haul. So the reason I made this purchase I went on a vacation recently. You may or may not know. If you follow me on Instagram, then you definitely know. But on that vacation, I took a fragrance, as I do. Actually, you would have heard the story from my I Made a Fragrance video. But anyways, that fragrance broke. It was a bit traumatizing, I won't lie, because I keep my bottles and because it was the only fragrance I brought on the trip before I made my own. So I kind of knew I had to repurchase the bottle because I need to keep all of my bottles. Now, I wasn't going to repurchase two, just to say, because I had two, because that would be crazy. But I knew I had to get it again. And I actually had the larger bottle of that, but now having smelled it, I know that I don't need a larger bottle. It's not a scent I adore. Like, I just liked it. I thought it really would be a great scent for that holiday, but it broke. But anyways, I got it again. And because I was going to get it again in the 30 ml, because great deals on FragranceBuy, I got 2 more full bottles that I think I would like. And then the sample pack, which comes with 6 scents, but 2 of the scents are ones I have in full bottles. So we'll get to the 4 samples after I smell this one. This is Vanille Divine des Tropiques, so it's the tropical vanilla one. The notes on this one are jasmine, amber, hyacinth, gardenia, vanilla, and heliotrope. Let's open her up. Now, when I show you the bottle, you will probably think, as many people did, oh my god, that's an aluminum bottle. How could that break? It's not. It's glass, and apparently the flimsiest glass known to man, because it broke. There's really no other way to say this. I've said it a million times. So let's spray it to remind ourselves of what this smells like and what my vacation could have smelled like. Yeah, we know it. So the reason why this isn't a love for me, I think, is with whatever the amber is doing in here. The amber, I like it. Like, don't get me wrong, I really do like it, and I do think it smells tropical, but not in the typical way that you're expecting. It doesn't smell sunscreeny or even like beachy in the normal way. It smells quite amber, medicinally tropical. But the amber, I don't even think it's medicinal. Like, the amber in this, it's either a love or a hate. It's sort of waxy, especially when it's mixed in with the beachy florals. So it's a unique scent. I'm happy to have it back in my life. These 30 mls are so cute, by the way. Would have been a lot more travel friendly than the large bottle too, but I'm moving on. I'm gonna let it go. Anyways, I'm happy to have it back in my life. I'm happy I got the 30 mls, but they do have the full sizes as well. Let's be very careful with this one and just put it right here. Because I needed to get that, I just kind of got sucked in, and I didn't know which ones to get in full bottles and which ones to get in these samples. I will say, I made a mistake, and I was looking for this one to get in a full bottle, and I couldn't find it. And now that I've smelled it, I was like, oh, this is the one I wanted in a full bottle, and I couldn't find. So I'm very pissed, but I'm just gonna have to put in a full bottle order right away for this one. And this is the Noir Toscane. It's the Vanille Raisin, which is the vanilla grape. I knew there was a vanilla grape one, and I couldn't find it for the life of me, and it's because it's listed under Noir Toscane. So this has honey, exotic fruits, grape, osmanthus, vanilla, and amber. I've smelled this sample before because I smell the samples. You guys, the minute I smelled it, I knew. Like, I literally was about to whip out my laptop to order it. I haven't ordered it yet, but it's my next order, 100%. This is Welch's grape juice. Like, there is no way around it. It's Welch's grape juice to a T. It is grapey beyond belief. It is everything I wanted it to be. I was actually kind of surprised with how grapey it is. Not because I should have been, because it literally is a vanilla grape, but because I can't smell anything else. I don't smell vanilla. I definitely don't smell honey. I don't smell amber. I don't smell osmanthus. And whatever exotic fruit notes are in this, the only one I can pick up is grape. And I'm not complaining. I love it. It's purple, deep violet grapiness to a T. It's grape juice. Like, it's absolutely grape juice from concentrate. And I need this in my life. So Noir Tuscan, I already know, is in my next FragranceBuy order. If I forget, remind me, but I won't. Love that. Then we will get to, let's see, let's open up the full bottles and then we'll get to the 3 samples, or we'll just go back and forth. So this one I really want to open because I've been curious about. This is the Nuit à Salzburg, basically. Austria one, and this is Vanille Tabac, so it's the vanilla tobacco one. I'm really interested in this one. I really, really, really hope I like it. First of all, because I've always dreamed of going to Salzburg. Doesn't really matter. And second of all, I love tobacco vanilla scents. So this has cinnamon, clove, candied orange, amorous, tobacco, tonka bean, amber, and vanilla. What worries me about this the most is the candied orange and cinnamon in the opening, because cinnamon on my skin just like explodes. I don't know what the deal is. And I don't know if a candied orange is going to be my vibe. But anyways, this is what this one looks like. I think they all kind of look the same. These little aluminum bottles. Let's be careful. And let's smell this one. I have yet to smell this one. Obviously, I've never smelled the full bottles. Let's see. Ooh, oh my God. I'm really glad I got this bottle and not a sample. Let's put this on. The cap is horrible. Definitely smells like vanilla tobacco. Definitely. And I'm glad the tobacco is coming through. You know what? I do get a sort of like a sprinkle of cinnamon, but it's not strong at all. Amen. That is what I wanted. Definitely clove. It smells like clove, smoky, sweet tobacco, and vanilla. Oh my God, I love it. Like a Tonka vanilla. I don't get a candied orange at all. I don't get any citrus. I love it. Absolutely can't wait to wear this now. And I feel like it's the perfect season for it now too. It's like, oh, it's to die for. I think the tobacco in this is like even stronger than the Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. That one, I feel like, obviously it's more like masterfully blended, but that one I feel like is more even keeled on the tobacco and vanilla. And this one, you really get like a sweet clove tobacco cigarellos, like those vanilla cigarellos, if you've ever smelled them. Obviously they smell like tobacco because they're cigarettes, but they're like the vanilla scented ones. This smells exactly like that. Oh, I love it. Nuit à Salzburg Vanille Tabac, to die for. Can't recommend enough. All right, so we have one more bottle, but let's get to the 3 samples that are left. The first one is the Madagascar one. Vanille de Madagascar. Let's see. Here we go. Vanille Sauvage de Madagascar. And this one has lavender, coriander, geranium, cistus, vanilla, sandalwood, and incense. So we'll spray this one. No, that one's grape. Let's spray this one on this side and see. I've smelled the samples before, but it's been a little bit. Okay. This one was one I was glad I had a sample of, because there's so many in this range and from this house that I feel like people really struggle. And some of you have messaged me that you struggle on like which ones to get. And so I hope this is a little more helpful. Obviously, you know, you picked your taste. If you don't like the grape one, if you don't like a grape scent, then don't get the grape one. But this one I just felt like sort of smelled a little bit like car freshener vibes. It didn't really impress me. I didn't think that it had a deep enough vanilla to even be from this range. Like, it really did smell much more of like citrus. I wouldn't even say lavender. Like, yes, but yeah, it kind of smelled like citrus, lavendery. It smelled a little bit like car freshener rather than like a fragrance I'd like to wear. I will say it got slightly better the more it was on my skin, but because I was going through, you know, a lot of the range, not the whole range, but a lot of the range, for me, this was just kind of like an easy one to be like, I can skip it. Unless you're looking for something that really has a soft citrus lavender with like a touch of vanilla, then for sure go for that one. But I thought a Madagascar vanilla could have been so much more of like an interesting scent. Anyways, so that was that one. This one is Vanille Flamboyant de Bourbon. So this one's a bourbon vanilla. And this has honey, jasmine, rose, plum, ylang ylang, geranium, vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. I actually forget. Let's see. I know there's one that I didn't like. No, it wasn't this one. I liked this one. I don't know if I'd want a full bottle. It's hard to say. Like, I smelled the grape one and I was like, oh. This one smells very like a clean floral. I was happy to say that the honey in this is lovely. Like, it just adds sweetness and there's nothing like urine, like sour-like about it. The one thing that kind of stood out to me is it sort of smells like so many other clean florals out there. Clean, sweet florals. And I thought it was going to be a bourbon vanilla because of the name. And I love bourbon vanilla scents. Like, I really like darker vanilla scents, tobacco or bourbon ones, woody ones, and this is not the case. Like, it smells nice, it smells floral, it smells sweet, but it doesn't actually have a bourbon note, and it doesn't really have any depth to it. So for that reason, I feel like if I had a full bottle, I would wear it, but now that I have a sample, I'd rather just get the grape one, which I know I love and I know I'm obsessed with. And the last sample, before we get to the last full bottle, which is a blind buy, was the Vanille Givrée des Antilles. And so this one had bergamot. It also had lavender, mandarin, rose, tuberose, vanilla, patchouli, opoponax, and tonka bean. This must be the one I don't like then. So, because let's see. Yes. Oh my god. Never have I been so glad I didn't get a full bottle, because I almost got a full bottle since I just went to the Dutch Antilles. No. This is spiced in the worst way. It has the patchouli from the beginning. I don't even know. I can just smell like a sweaty patchouli. It is spiced. It is like itchy. That's the best way to describe it. I just feel like this is itchy to my nose. It's itchy smelling. There's very little sweetness in this in the opening. It gets a little bit sweeter as it rests on the skin. It does get better and better. Just like the Madagascar one, which gets better as it rests on the skin. But again, I could easily skip this one the most out of all of them. I just find that it's a little too much. But if you don't like sweetness, that would be the one to go for. It's been the least sweet thus far, for sure. Okay, and finally, I've been putting this one off. I'm so excited / nervous to smell this one. And this one is the Vanille Noire du Mexique. So this one has notes of bergamot, jasmine, rose, opoponax, vanilla, and patchouli. Now, reading it, I am worried because the notes on this one are eerily similar. Like, truly eerily similar to the Givrée des Antilles that I just smelled. But because I've been to Mexico several times, and I love Mexico, I wanted a full bottle. And that might have been a mistake. My friends, that might have been a mistake. But let's see. I like the color of the sticker. It's kind of soft jade green. One can hope this was not a mistake. We've had some high highs, let's hope. Oh. Wait, this is very, very light. Okay, let's give it a moment. Already off first sniff, very different from Montil, so we're in good hands. This one's very light. It almost has like a little bit of an alcohol-y opening to it, so I'm just gonna... Okay. I definitely get like a citrusy opening, but it's a very light scent of kind of like citrus and florals. It's a little musky. I like it. I don't like how it's kind of got like a little bit of like a sweet musky vanilla. I don't like how close to the skin it is. I feel like I can smell some of them quite a ways away. But this one you do have to go a little bit closer. But this one's quite fresh. It's quite fresh, I will say. And if you're going to go for something like a citrus meets vanilla florals, then this one has been my favorite of, the samples in this one so far, other than the grape one. So let's take a beat. There's been 9 fragrances or so. Let's put them all in order. Let's count them, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so there are, I think I didn't miss any. There are 9 scents, or 8, sorry. Yeah, there's 8 scents. I've put them all in order. It was kind of hard to pick the first and second place. But then everything else was very, very easy. So we'll get there eventually. In last place, I don't think anyone's shocked, I put Vanille Givrée des Antilles. This one to me has that patchouli that just is awful on my skin. It has the kind of spicier florals that don't do well for me. And so very happy to just have this as a sample. I've tried it out. I could review it for you guys. Will not need a full bottle. In 7th place, I put Vanille Sauvage de Madagascar. This to me is the most forgettable of the entire range and everything I've smelled today. It's more forgettable than Vanille Givrée des Antilles, but this one's worse, if that makes any sense. I just feel like it also lasts the least. Like, this is the only one I had to respray to even be able to do this review at the end to put them back in order. It's got a little bit of that lavender in the opening, like I said, and a little bit of like greeny floral scents, but it fades quickly. It's very forgettable. You can skip. I think universally you can skip. Then in 6th place, I put Vanille Flamboyant de Bourbon. This one is that clean floral. It actually smells quite strong. It's one of the stronger ones from the La Maison de la Vanille, but there's something about it that's like soapy in a bad way. It really doesn't smell like the name suggests. I just want to warn you guys, kind of like the opposite person that would purchase this based on the name should purchase it based on the scent, because the scent smells soapy. It smells very clean floral. It smells a little sweet. It doesn't smell anything like a dark bourbon vanilla. So do with that what you will. If you're looking for a soapy floral with some sweetness, this is a really inexpensive one. I'm happy to skip. I've got enough soapy scents that I like. This one doesn't really like hit the mark to need a full bottle. In 5th place, we've got Vanille Divine des Tropiques. This is the one I had that I broke. I do like it. I kind of knew. It's funny how it worked out. It falls smack center in the range for me as well. It's a like, not a love. I'm happy to have it. I definitely will wear it, but I won't travel with these anymore. But yeah, I just think it's nice to have back so I can say that I still have it. Then I actually put Vanille Noire du Mexique. The more it's been on my skin, the more I like. It does sit closest on the skin compared to everything, other than the Madagascar one, which just dissipates out of nowhere. It's a little light for my liking, but I do like the scent. I'll probably just douse myself in it. It's the best one if you're looking for something a little more fresh and have like a citrusy vibe to it. Not that it's full citrusy, but it's the only one that has a citrus note that I like. In 3rd place, the Nuit à Salzbourg Vanille Tabac, the strongest of them all. Very, very strong, incredible vanilla cigarella note. I love it. Definitely going to wear it this winter. I think it's spectacular. Love that one. Then, this was hard. So this is the second and first place. In the end, I ended up putting Noir Toscane, the Vanille Raisin, the grape one, in second place because while I love it and I'm going to get a full bottle right away and it's like grape juice to a T, it has to fall 1%. Like if it's on a percentage and this is 99, I have to put flower in first place. I mean, it is my baby. It's my original scent. Like it's my powdery dream. I couldn't bear putting this lower than first place, but I'm more interested in this one because this is newer and I'm, gonna want a full bottle of that. So that's really how I justified it. Anyways, that was a huge haul. I'm exhausted. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below definitely which one of these La Maison La Vanille fragrances you are interested in trying. If you're interested in trying any, if you've tried any, I'd love to hear from you. Everything I have purchased will be linked below on FragranceBuy for you guys for very easy use. I will link everything and you can get some good deals. So definitely make sure to check out those links and use them if you'd like. And I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.